Let me start with let's call it an introductory test. So I'm going to give you something like 30 seconds to pause this video and to try to answer 3 questions that I'm going to give in a while. And if you happen to know the answers, maybe you know a bit more about finance that you expect. But the typical case is that although they are very easy questions, at least according to Wall Street Journal, most of the people get them wrong systematically. So, first question. Suppose you had $100 in a savings account and the interest rate was 2% per year. After 5 years, how much do you think you would have in the account if you left the money to grow? A, more than $102, B, exactly $102, C, less than $102. Take a moment to think about it. Next question is as follows. Imagine that the interest rate on your savings account was 1% per year and inflation was 2% per year. After 1 year, how much would you be able to buy with the money in this account? A, more than today, B, exactly the same, C, less than today. Take a few moments to think about it, pause the video, and then we'll continue after that. Third question. Please tell me whether this statement is true or false. Buying a single company's stock usually provides a safer return than a stock mutual fund. True or false? Alright, now that we have had this simple test of 3 questions, we can think about the answers. We can review the answers. Okay, obviously, for question number 1, you would have more than $102 after 5 years because the interest rate would compound the initial $100 five times. Second of all, if you have 1% interest rates and 2% inflation, I'm sorry to say this, but you would be able to buy less stuff with the same money you have at the end of the year because the inflation is higher than the interest rate. And third of all, buying a single company stock is way much more risky than buying a mutual fund because mutual funds actually invest in several stocks of companies, and this means basically that the risk gets diversified across the investments. So now we are ready to start speaking about the finance. What is finance? Finance is maybe art, maybe science. Basically it's human activity which deals with the investments, money, banking, credit, assets and liabilities. Some of these things you probably know. Some of these terms are going to be presented across the course.